batteries, like to save.
I don't know.
ROM cartridge. Okay, shut. ROM cartridge is usually referred to as a cartridge card or card is a replaceable ROM that is connected to consumer electronics, taking console or whatever. A special type of cartridge named ROM cartridge is a memory card containing ROM. What the fuck? It can be can be used to load and run software such as video games and other application programs. Hardware, hardware additions to RAM expansions, speech synthesis. Okay,
What?
battery. Okay, wait, hold up. Some cartridges used had battery-backed static ROM access memory, allowing a user to save data such as a game progress or scores between uses.
Yeah.
Okay, but why do we need a battery when you could just write it to the cartridge like on a computer chip,
Like a
like
reas-
SRAM,
like a
or
reasonable
no,
person.
or wait, hold up, fuck. Let me open. I need some new tabs. Be Asian month? No,
What?
I clicked on something random on the Wikipedia thing as like celebrating Asian History Month. I I don't even know.
Celebrate.
SRAM is a computer chip that saves game data
Yeah.
without the need of a battery because it says here that some Game Boy Advance games use a battery to store data.
Uh huh.
Okay, but why the fuck? Why the fuck
Why the fuck?
battery? I don't see the point in having a battery.
There is none.
Shut the fudge up.
What?
There's a battery. Cause look, in old fucking in the cartridges that save back in the olden days of Grandpa's arthritis, you had you had games that needed a battery to save. The original Legend of Zelda, I imagine, Adventure Link as well.
Metroid.
Metroid, fucking, uh,
Kid
even
Ickmyrus.
Game Boy games, the Pokemon Game Boy games, they all had batteries. You have yourself a copy of Pokemon Crystal where the battery dead.
Yeah.
But my question is, if you could have a part of the cartridge where you just save the data to, and then just like what? Why can't you just have a part that save like where you save the data to? Why did you need a battery? Like,
Uh.
look, here's what I'm thinking. You have the game plugged in, you reach a save point, or you want to save where you are right now. So the game stops, you go into the pause menu, you press save, right?
Yeah.
The game grabs all the data of what you have right now. It has your inventory, your health, your fucking your spot in time in well, not every game saves your like specific spot. Some games have save points, right? Where
Yeah.
it's a specific spot where you will always start off with consistently.
Uh huh.
And the only thing that they would need was just like, oh yeah, you saved at save spot A, which means you're in the beginning of the game in the first save point. Or in Pokemon where it saves exactly where you are.
Yeah.
So they would write down, okay, save point, whatever. Like obviously it's like code, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, all right, he has this in his inventory. He has this amount of health. He has this amount of magic meter. He has this. This is where he saved. So when this game starts again, we boot up the save file. Start him at fucking I don't know sector A of planet whatever the fuck, and then save that to the cartridge, and that be it. Now it's in the cartridge,
Yeah.
and then you just turn off the system,
Then
and
fuck.
that's it.
And
That
then
now the cartridge just has that data in it, and when you put the cartridge in the Game Boy again, you would have that data already like written in there. So all you would need to do is what you would need to order the game to load that data again, which is just load game and then select your save file, right? If it has save files, or you can just press load games, like all right, this is the saved game that we have,
yeah.
and then just load that. Tell me where in that process you would need to have the cartridge have its own power, its own battery.
Never.
Like I don't see why there's better. Like I'm not saying I'm a genius, all right? Like I do well in school, but I have no fucking clue how old school cartridges work.
Yeah.
Because I was born in a time where we don't need those shits.
We don't even. We've never heard of that shits.
I'm just confused on why you would need a battery when it's just writing data, making sure that the data is written properly, and then just keeping that data there until someone saves again and overwrites that data.
Yeah.
Where in that process would we need the cartridge to have a battery? And
Per-
why is the battery soldered onto the fucking thing? Why is it so hard to replace the batteries?
Oh yeah, it is soldered on.
It's soldered on there.
So,
Like I know you can't just fucking have like, oh hold up, let me just like take this double A battery out and put in the new one. But like, really soldered? You couldn't have like this thing like a clip that keeps it in place? Well, whatever. Why? The question remains the same. Why the fuck do we need a battery? I don't see. I don't see why we need a battery.
seem you're like really mad.
I don't. I don't see why I had to work. Cause look, I had to work when I started playing Ocarina of Time again. I had to worry if the battery still worked in my cartridge. Thank God it did, so it saved my data from way long ago, so I could just pick off where I was after the water dungeon. But I still don't see why I had to worry about a battery in this 30-year-old game. I don't see why I had to worry about if a battery in this old ass cartridge still worked. Also, I've been referring to Ocarina of Time as a 30-year-old game, and now I need to search up its release date just to make sure I'm not stupid. The Ocarina of Time release date. Uh, 1998. So, oh wait, no, fuck, it's 23.
Oh, well, same, close enough.
Yo, wait, it actually came out like really close to my brother's birthday.
When is your brother's birthday?
Uh, I'm not telling you that. You're recording.
Fair enough.
But my brother was born in 1998.
Oh,
But still, yeah. This is as old as my brother. Holy shit.
this
Actually,
is
it's about to turn 23. It's still not 23 yet. 10 days till this game turns 23.
close enough.
Hmm. And then Majora's Mask came out in 2000. When the game? I'm surprised actually. I keep thinking these things as like 90s games.
But
Like
they came
these
out
these they came out like really close to the 2000s.
like close to the turn of the millennium.
Like when you say 2000, like video games, I immediately think of GameCube.
And like
But like the GameCube, what? It came out. GameCube came out North America 2001. So for in 2000s, like old polygon games were still like the main thing.
yeah, I mean,
But
well,
they were working on the 3D
the
models, or
PS
they were working on better 3D models, right?
the
And better
PS2 came
graphics.
out in 2000.
And that was the one with like the better graphics.
Quote unquote asterisk.
Really? How the PS2 games look like?
Some of them can look like complete dog shit, while others look completely fine.
Which is oh like so the first party ones look good and the third party ones kind of mess. This looks like the GameCube. This is just GameCube.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at PS2 games.
Also, outside, I hear the frickin' people with the corn.
I don't the, I don't know what that means.
Like the corn, like you know, like those thing where they sell the elotes.
Yeah, okay, but like
I,
I couldn't hear that.
I could hear it outside.
And why did you just call them eloteros?
I didn't remember the name off the top of my head.
Brother.
El Orteros.
Eloteros, güey. Te voy a matar.
You just
Eres un estúpido.
Eris.
Retrasado mental.
Eris es dumb.
Aerith gets stabbed.
Oh.
Er, dies. No Phoenix down for some reason.
No, down X Fiend.
No Phoenix down syndrome. All right, so yeah, that's the end of my rant about batteries.
About cringe.
Check my live stream of Ocarina of Time if you want to hear. Actually, wait, no, did I stop streaming after I stopped ranting about the timeline?
I think so.
All right. Well, I had two rants back to back.
What about Game Grumps?
Whatever.